Okay. Hey everybody, this is RDH Davis, and today's video I'm going to be talking about the movie Eternals. So I went to go see it today, and I took my mother to go see it because she's already caught up with all the Marvel movies. She's been watching this ever since the Avengers, the first Avengers movie, so I had to go take her to see this one. So we both watched it, and I really did enjoy it. I loved it a lot. So the way this is going to work for this video, I'm gonna be giving no spoilers. I'm just gonna be in the beginning of this video for I think the next couple of minutes, 5 minutes, hopefully. I'm gonna give you a non-spoiler review talking about if the movie's good or not. And after that, I'm gonna give you guys a warning that after that, I'm just gonna be talking about the movie, the whole movie. So that's gonna have spoilers. So if you want to avoid spoilers, I will give you guys a heads up, a warning before I start talking about it. But yeah, that's just for anybody who is interested in wanting to know what I thought about the film, what I thought some, what I thought about some certain parts in the film. So yeah, the highlights, I guess you could say. But yeah, all right. So here we go. Non-spoiler review. So Eternals. Is it a good movie to watch? Yes, I think it was very enjoyable. I just don't understand how they say that it's one of the it's the lowest Marvel movie. A lot of people, if only I could check that out. It's the lowest out of all of the other Marvel films, and I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't see why that is. I think that if I'm not mistaken, it's the lowest Marvel movie that people have seen, or people are. It has the lowest criticized grade for a Marvel movie. So I'm like, I really don't understand why, because to me, I mean, I had to go see it for myself, which I'm gonna tell you guys, you got to go see it for yourself. If you're a fan of Marvel films, if you watched all the Marvel movies and you like them all, you really love them all, then I would say, yeah, I recommend you go see this movie because it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it for a lot of reasons, a lot of good reasons. Uh, but for some of you, I just say give it a shot. Give it a shot. If you like it, you like it. Then that's great. If you don't, then it's just not your type of film. You know, not much we can do there. But yeah, everybody has their own different taste in movies of what they like and don't like. So, anyways, it's a good movie. It has a lot of good action, comedy, of course. You could always depend. You could always count on a Marvel movie to have some good comedy. Um, let's see, action, comedy, a lot of heart to it. I could see that it had a lot of heart to it. A lot of beautiful, what do you call it? Sets, meaning a lot of beautiful graphics. The whole movie had stunning, beautiful atmospheres. A lot of wonderful shots when they're at the beach, when they're in the forest, when they're in the desert. I don't know if most of it was probably CGI, most probably our blue screen, but it was just stunning. I loved it so much. A lot of wonderful shots. The costumes were also great. I thought the costumes were terrific. The cast was. I thought there was a very good cast, very good casting there. I like how each character was a different race, how each character had their own characteristics, and I don't know. I couldn't help but to fall in love with these characters. I could see why that it was going to be. Just in case, guys, it is a 2 hour and 30 minute film. It is a pretty long film, so prepare yourselves. And you do got to pay attention to the movie because a few friend of some friends of mine told me you really got to pay close attention because you might get confused. Others say you got to watch this movie with an open mind. Um, but yeah, I thought the story overall was very interesting to me. I mean, I even thought, shoot, I hope this movie doesn't put my mom to sleep, because I don't know what it's going to be about. I was not familiar with Eternals. I was not familiar with these characters. I had no idea who they were. But I was interested in wanting to see how they do in this live adaptation to a live action movie. So that's why I went to more reason to give it a shot, and I liked it. The same thing with the same way I felt about Guardians of the Galaxy. I had no idea who those characters were, but I went to go see it, and I ended up loving these characters. I love them all, and the same thing with these characters from Eternals. They're all fantastic, and the cast they did a fantastic job. I loved every single one of them. It will be hard for me to choose which Eternal was my favorite. I loved them all equally. They all had their own thing to bring to the table. And what else? A lot of heart to it, a lot of emotion, a lot of love, and let's just see, just stunning graphics, stunning atmosphere, stunning um what do you call it? Yeah, just a lot of beautiful things in the movie. Very interesting story. Like I said, it's very interesting, but a lot of people have their different tastes in films. Some people might fall asleep, some people might find it boring. Some people I will say this, if you're gonna go see this movie, you gotta pay attention, okay? Because I know sometimes it happens where if you're busy talking, asking questions, your friend questions, and then that just means you're not into the movie. You might as well just get up and leave. Then what's the point? Save your money and just leave. Let the other person who's there to like focus and pay attention to the movie and enjoy it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be busy talking or whatever, then don't be there. Okay? I hate it when people do that when it's like, I know that it's not catching your attention. Then you know what? It's working for me. I'm into the movie. Then you get the fuck out. I'm sorry, but that's just how I am. But anyways, but yeah, I would definitely recommend you go see this movie. Go see it right now. Right now. Get up, stop the video. Just go right now. Take your family. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be talking about in the spoiler review about a certain scene that happens that I thought I can see why this movie was it didn't premiere in certain countries and certain areas, which I'm like, whatever. But we'll talk about that in a bit. Um, I will say this though, like if you're very sensitive about that kind of stuff, um, and you don't want to take your children, but you've taken your children to go see these other Marvel films, look it up on the internet. You'll see what I mean. And if you're not into that, then don't go. Don't waste your time either. Um, you gotta really gotta have. I guess that's what my friend said. You gotta have an open mind to these kind of things. But more of that in a bit. But anyways, that's all I can say right now for a non-spoiler review. Definitely go watch it if you loved all of Marvel films. Definitely give this movie a shot. You're gonna love it. I hope you do, and I want to know your thoughts about it in the comments below when you go see it. But do not give any spoilers away, please. Um, but then again, I want to know what you guys thought in this when we get to the spoiler part. So yeah, I guess for your sake, avoid the comments. Avoid the comments. Just watch the video and then get up and leave and go watch the film if you're gonna go watch it. And I know, by the way, oh well, I know, by the way, too, I forgot to mention this in the beginning of the film. Yeah, I need to get a haircut. It's very long and everything, but you know what? I'm digging it, so get over it. Some people are telling me, "Oh my God, you need to go get a haircut." I'm like, I know, but at the same time, I'm digging it. So it's my hair. I do what I want with it. So, anyway, so yeah. I hope you guys like it, though. I hope some of you guys like it. So yeah, that's it. Go watch it, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and do let me know what you think about it. All right. So now comes to the point where I'm going to be talking about what happened in the film, the highlights of the film that caught my attention. So here we go. Warning: get out right now if you don't want to know any spoilers about this film. Don't watch this right now. Get up and go watch the film yourself. But if you don't mind the spoilers and if you don't think you're going to go see the movie, you just want to hear my thoughts about it, you're welcome to stay. Please do stay and hear my thoughts about it. Drinking some water. You gotta stay hydrated. All right, so here we go. Now, spoilers. I really like the story. I really, like I said, I thought I was really hoping that the story will be very interesting, so it won't put my mom to sleep or anybody else to sleep. But the story overall for me, I thought was very, very interesting. There I was like, okay, I'm already hooked. I want to know who these characters are. And I think it drew my attention more when I forgot her name. Forgive me, I'm not very good for remembering the names. I only remember Thena because of Angelina Jolie, which by the way, I thought she did really good in the film. Um, but in the beginning of the film, oh no, in the part where that the character, what's her name, the one that could touch some things and turn them into stone or turn them into water or air, stuff like that, or the trees. When she found out the truth about what their purpose, what the Eternals' purpose really is, I was like, oh my God. So then, how are they going to overcome this? How are they gonna, rebel? Are they gonna turn their back against the goddess, big god red thing? I forgot his name too. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I was just so like, what are they gonna do? And so I thought that was like the turning point where I was like, okay, I want to know what's gonna happen now. Hey, 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 pause it. Watching, I'm gonna watch Chucky in a bit, so but I gotta finish giving this review. So yeah, and then all the way to the end, I thought it was really good. It started getting a little emotional, but yeah, excuse me. The part that was emotional for me, that did get me, was when Angelina Jolie's partner. I don't know if they were together or they were just friends, but it did seem like they got together. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? The guy, he was cute. I liked him. Angelina Jolie's friend that was living with her that would help her get through whenever she has like a mental breakdown moment. He was there to like calm her down and bring her back to to calm down. I was sad to see that that he died because I loved what he told her that I would always be there for you even in another life or in another world. I would do it all over again to, because she thanks him, right? She's like, by the way, thank you so much for helping me, supporting me. And he's like, I would do it all over again. And I was like, that's so touching. He was always there. Like he would never give up on her. I thought that was so touching. Um, but then when she lost him, I thought, oh, that's really sad because I guess going through something like that, when you can understand where she's coming from, what she's going through, is that you had someone always there for you to you know, bring the best out of you and to see through your flaws and know that, they see the better from you and they know they can help calm you down. And you were always so dependent on this other person to help you get through this mental breakdown and get back on your feet. You know what I mean? And now that he wasn't there anymore for her, it made me think like, how is she gonna cope with this? How is she gonna get through this? But she manages. I was all like, "There, good for you, Athena. Good for you." But yeah, I thought that was so sad. What else? I was so sad to see Selma Hayek. I was like, damn, she leaves early in the movie. She dies early in the movie. That sucks. But I was like, I hope they still show flashbacks of her. So they do show flashbacks. And then damn that guy with the laser, that's Superman wannabe. What's his name? The actor who plays Superman. Um, I'm so terrible with names. Oh my god. Imagine when I'm old. Jeez, man. Um, Whatever. The actor who's playing the Witcher, who comes out in the Witcher series, and then also who plays the Superman that we know today. Um, he looks so much like that actor. Especially when the little boy brought it up, like, "Hey, you look like Superman." I was like, "Oh God, he went there." I thought that was. I laughed. I laughed out loud when he said that because I was like, "He does look a lot like Superman." Like the look and then when he shoots lasers out of his eyes. I was just like, yeah. And then I thought when he killed himself at the end, I thought like, yeah, I think it was good for him to go. Like many reasons, because he knew that I don't. I think he knew he was never going to stop. He was never going to forgive himself. Actually, after what he did when he betrayed his team, his family, the Celestials, after what he did, I don't think he was going to be able to forgive himself, especially after what he still tried to do to kill them to make sure the the ultimate, what's his name, the celestial that was inside the planet that was going to be born and destroy the planet and all the billions of people that were in the planet. He was going to do whatever it takes because that's what he believed. That was his purpose. That's what he was always taught to do, to just follow this path, and he was going to do whatever it takes to make sure that goal gets accomplished. He was going to kill all his teammates to make sure that gets accomplished. But I understand that he did what he had to do at the end, just kill himself because after what he did, I don't think he'll be able to live on with himself knowing what he did. But also, I was okay that he went. They took him off. They killed him off because I was like, I'm never gonna see past him looking like not Clark Kent. What's his name? The actor, man. Oh, I forgot his name. Let me look it up right now. I have the laptop open right here because I have questions from my best buddy Nicole. I asked her, "Hey, I went to go see the movie Eternals, so please let me ask me questions so I could answer them in the review video that I'm doing right now." Uh, Witcher series. Take your time, Google. The Witcher. Yeah, let's take a look at this. What's the actor's name? I'm looking at the cast. What's his name? Come on, how could you forget his name, Davis? Come on, Davis. Henry what? Cavill. Henry Cavill. I'm so sorry. He looked a lot like that actor. The actor who played the Eternal, who was able to shoot lasers out of his eyes. He looked a lot like Henry Cavill. So I was like, no, get him out, because I'm never gonna stop comparing them. They look so much alike. So yeah. Anyways, that was him. But yeah, I thought every actor did a terrific job. Angelina Jolie, I can't help but to like her. I like Dina's character a lot. But is she my favorite? No. But what else? Talking about more highlights. Oh, let's talk about the funny Eternal guy. What's his name? Who did he play? Let's take a look. Let's look at the Eternals cast. Now that I have Google here. Come on, Davis. Get with the program. That's the beauty of Eternals cast. That's the beauty of the internet, to help you. Angelina Jolie as Dina. Oh yeah, we know about him. Henry Styles. Oh yeah, we'll talk about Henry Styles' character in a bit. Oh, his name is Richard Madden. That's the guy who played Arceus, and Cersei. That's her name. The act the Eternal who was able to turn objects into metal. I think only wood, right? Well, yeah, turn certain objects into water, metal, and what knows. I was like, oh, what is she, like an avatar? I thought she was gonna be able to turn. Sama Hayek, that was her name. Don Lee as Gilgamesh. Oh, Gilgamesh. That was like a tragic loss. He, I loved him. I thought he was attractive. I liked this character. He was a handsome man. A lot of handsome and sexy women actresses in this. Oh, and then Sprite. Sprite was a cool character until the end when she also was gonna backstab her team, and I was like, really, just because you love this guy? You really? Please. I was so annoyed by that. But then let's talk about Sprite for a little bit now that we're talking about her. When Sprite, um, I understand her frustration, like not being able to grow older and fall in love and just live her life, is because, like she said, like, I wonder why they built me like this. Why did they created me like this? Why wasn't I older like everybody else, so I can fall in love, be happy, and grow old or whatever? I was like, I understand your frustration, but at the same time, I think you need to like snap out of it and focus on like what's happening right now. You know what I mean? I thought it was so funny when, what's his name? Druig, played by Barry Keoghan. When he smacked her head from the back with a rock, I was like, oh, thank you, thank you for knocking the shit out of her. I thought that was so funny, and I was like, well needed. Let's see. The very funny Eternal Kingo. I loved him so very much. And then his photography assistant. What's his name? He doesn't come out. Oh, come on now. He was so funny too. Oh, there he is. Uh, Karan, right? That was his name, Karan. When he was there filming in the background, the documentary and everything, I thought they were both hilarious. They were like the comedy relief in the film. Um, when they said, when they kept breaking the camera, um, and then Karan was all like, "You have a very angry family." I was like, it was so cute. I loved him, and it was so sad. I don't know why I felt so sad when the Eternals were breaking up, when the Celestial was about to emerge, and they were all splitting apart. They were all leaving the ship, especially Kingo when he was leaving, and Koran turns around to look at the Eternals team, and he's all like, "I want to thank you all so much for what you've done for us. I'm very thankful to have met you all, and I'm gonna miss you." I couldn't help but to feel a little emotional. Did you guys feel that? Anybody who's watching this, did you all feel a little emotional when he was saying that? I felt it. I was all like, I wanted to give him a hug. He was so adorable. I loved him. He did a very good job. everybody did a very good job, especially the young actress who played Sprite. Who is she? I wonder if she's coming in other films. I see a very big career opportunities for her. I think she's gonna have a very good career if she proceeds to keeps going if she keeps going with this career of acting. Very good, talented actress. They were all very terrific, especially Cersei. 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 What the hell? Cersei. Very beautiful actress. And I love how the story of how her and Akiris fell in love. I thought that was like so nice. And at the very end, when you were hoping to God, when she was turning the celestial into metal, and Arcaris was coming. I'm so sorry if I'm not mispronouncing this. You all are probably like, it's pronounced like this. Sorry. When he was gonna go stop her, and we were like, oh please don't. But then he does stop himself from killing her because I was like, you love her, don't you? That's how much you stopped. You loved her so much that you can't kill her. You can't. I mean, when you really love someone that very much, you can't. And I love that because that's proof. No matter what, how important your dream is or what your goal is, love is going to show how very important this person is. And it showed that his love for Cersei was more important than his mission, what his goal was. Not like Thanos when he had to sacrifice Gamora. Because it's like, yeah, you have to sacrifice. When they told Thanos, you have to sacrifice the thing you love the most. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. When he killed Gamora, because that Gamora was the thing he loved the most. I'm like, no, it isn't, because it just showed what he loved the most was his goal to wiping out half the population in the entire universe than Gamora. That to me didn't make sense, but maybe to a lot of you guys, it's like, oh, but you have to understand this. To me, it didn't, because it's like, no, then he really didn't love her. He didn't love her. That his main passion was to accomplish his goal. That was his main love. It wasn't Gamora. Gamora was second, probably. But that, I was all like, okay, I respect that. But then when he went to go kill himself, I was like, more respect for you. It sucks. Like, I couldn't help but to feel sad for him, sorry for him, because, like he said, when uh, Ajax confessed to, well, no, he knew what the mission was a long time ago, along with Ajax, which is Salma Hayek's character. Um, when he said, I couldn't believe you're now betraying us after I followed you all the way to now, to the end, and you saying this thing that you're willing to betray us. And then I like what she said is like, because I have followed, what's the name of that entity or that big giant thing? What's his name? Is it say here? I have no idea what that. Well, you got some of you who've seen the film, you guys know what I'm doing. That big red god thing. Um, when she tells him like, I've been following that god, that super, that ultimate being for millions or thousands of years. And it wasn't until this planet, these people, changed me because I see the good in these people. Because even it's so funny because she's like, our main mission is not to get attached to these people. But she did. And it even made me think, like, I understand where he's coming from because even Thena, I thought that was gonna be Thena's thing. The reason why she goes berserk is because they're all meant to kill each other. They're all gonna die. Is because that's how human beings are. They're always gonna be at each other's throats. There's always gonna be war and chaos. Oh, that's actually Jurig's thing. I was actually understanding where he was coming from because it's like, yeah, it sucks that how we always, as us human beings, it sucks how we all can't be, in peace together and everything. But that's the thing about free will. We're always going to have different ideas, different thoughts. And because of that, it's always going to clash between us because we all have our different ideas, different beliefs, different thoughts. And that's what's going to make us always be at war with each other. Sometimes we see past that because we remember we all have a common goal, and that's just trying to, be at peace with each other. But as human beings, it's complicated, bro. It sucks because even I look at us and I'm just like, we suck. But at the same time, I like what Selma Hayek's character Ajax tells him. I saw the beauty in this world. And I thought it's true because there are some good things in this world. And I have to remember, you look at your family, look at your friends. I think they are reminders of like what makes this world beautiful is because of them. Why are they in your lives? Because they make you happy. There's a lot of good things in this world. There's a lot of beautiful things. And those people, I think some people in this world bring the goodness out of this world that helps remind us like there is a purpose for us to keep going. You know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. So I love that message. I love what she was telling him, but he just was so Icarus was so strong with his belief that he's like, no, this is what I was meant to do in this path, and then I'm gonna keep going towards going down that path, which is a shame because I understand there's some people that are like that. And you see, that's what I mean. That's what I like about each of these characters, each of these eternal characters. Each of them have different characteristics, what I love, because they're all, each of these characters in that film were us. They're all us. That's all of us in that film. And I was like, it's so cool. I love that. I love that. And I love the actress who Lauren Ridloff. She played the character that was doing the sign language. I remember her from The Walking Dead, and when I saw her in this film, I was like, she's in it! Yay! I love her. I love that they have an actress who's mute that she has to communicate with sign language. And I thought that's so beautiful because it gives people who can't speak or can't hear an opportunity to become a star in Hollywood. It's like there are, you can do it. And I think she's a terrific example for that. And I was like, yes, you go, girl. And I remember watching the behind the scenes that where she would talked about how it was kind of difficult for her um, on the sets, knowing when they yell action, when was her when was her part, when was her role to say her line or to to act out the role. But then she mentioned that how Angelina Jolie was the one that came forth and helped her out by giving her, why don't we try something? Why don't we do a different approach to help you out through this process? You know what I mean? And I thought that was so cool for Angelina Jolie to do that. So I thought that was cool that they helped each other out for that. So I thought that was really sweet. And I loved her. I think she's my favorite because I loved how fast she was, and I loved how she was beating the crap out of the Icarus when after what he did, I was all like, "You go, girl!" Because when I thought she killed the guy that liked her, Jurig, I thought when he killed him, I was all like, "Oh hell no, that sucks." And then when she was beating the crap out of him, going like super fast, punching him and everything, I was like, "Yes, yes, get him, get him!" I was literally like so into the film. And then, oh, another terrific character, um, Fastos. Oh, beautiful! I love this character. I loved him. Probably a lot of you are probably saying like, "Oh, well, of course, there's a reason for that." It's like, no, no. It's because I love how smart he was with the technology. Well, besides this, what his character stands for, but he was so smart with his engineering, with his technology. And then I felt bad for him when he said when he did give up on humans a long time ago when he created this technology for them. And I guess whatever they did, how they used it, killed all of them. He's all like, "Yeah, you're right, Jack. There were humans are always meant to like just kill each other, one another." And he just gave up on them. But then when he fell in love and had a child, adopted a child, I was like, he when he said it was so beautiful. He's like, they gave me hope. They brought me back to seeing the good out of people. And I was like, you see, that's another good example. It's people like that. You know what happens, guys, when sometimes, yeah, we give up on life, we give up on humanity because how some people can be cruel, some people can just ruin our lives. But then there are other people that would come into our life and remind us, like, there's good in a lot of people. There's some bad, but there's also good. And that's why it's very important to keep the very good people in our lives and keep the toxic ones out. I'm sorry, but that's the way you're going to have a good life. You got to know who these people are and just cut them out. If they're just going to be toxic, how do I say that? If they're just going to bring poison in your life and they're just going to drag you down, you can't have that. I'm sorry to say that, but you just can't. You got to cut the poison and let them go. because they're just going to keep bringing you down, and it's just not going to be healthy for your life. It's just going to bring more negativity in your life, and you're just not going to see the light. You're not going to see the positive side. So it's very important to keep the good and the positive people in your life, and you'll live a happy life. It's plain simple. It's plain simple. But as you grow, you'll learn who your real friends are and who your, who the real ones to keep around in your life. So I thought that was beautiful for his character. Um, but then I liked how he was going to go back because of his husband that tells him, you need to go with your team. And he's like, but because at first he's like, I'm not going to go anywhere. I have a family now. I have a life. And his husband was there to tell him, like, you need to go because if there's a chance that we can save this world and that will give our son a chance to grow old and experience life, hell, go for it. And I thought, very good example. There were so many good examples in this movie. Oh, I loved it so much. I would watch it again. I can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray and everything. I'm gonna buy it. But it's so beautiful, guys. More reason to see this film. I just don't understand how a lot. It's like the lowest, I think, out of like films that they've criticized. I don't see it. Maybe there are other reasons. I guess because of the homosexuality. Oh yeah, let's talk about that now. Fastos, his character, he's gay, and I think the other character, what's his name, Kingo. I think he was gay too, or maybe bisexual. Who knows? But when they kiss in the scene, immediately I thought about, I wonder what other people are gonna say. Of course, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, no, no! I brought my child to see this movie. I am never gonna bring him to watch any Marvel film again. If they're gonna allow this, Marvel was so good without these kind of characteristics." Let me give you a fresh reminder, whoever's watching this, and you're against that. You can't deny and you can't keep hiding your child away from life. Okay? That's gay people are in this world and you cannot deny it. They're always going to be out there. They're going to be out there. Don't blame the movies or life or us for you not being educated on how to teach your child how to respect and accept other people. You say, I do accept them, but I will not allow. No, you don't. Because if you don't allow that to be in the movie, then you have a problem. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and ask, why is that a problem? You have a problem. And that's you. That's you for you to deal with. You can raise your child whatever you're now, whatever. That's your business. That's your child, whatever. You can raise them whatever you want. But it's like you face facts. We're here and we're not going anywhere. Homosexuals, bisexuals, asexuals, they're all there. We're all gonna be there, and you can't get rid of us. You might as well go look for the Infinity Stones like Thanos did, but good luck with that. But yeah, I just thought about like how many people are gonna go against that, or they're gonna say negative stuff. Too bad. You know what? That's your problem. I was okay with it. Whatever. It's like, okay, you can't, you won't allow your child to see two same-sex couples kiss in a movie, but you allow them to see a man and a woman kiss. Why? Most probably you're saying because that's natural. That's a natural thing. Really? Okay. Whatever. That's your problem. Whatever. I could go in a whole different topic about that, but I'm not gonna get into it because it's a whole different topic. But I could see why this film was not didn't premiere in certain countries because of that reason. I'm just saying, well, that sucks. That sucks. That certain countries are against that. I'm not gonna go anywhere near that shit. But oh well. Oh well. It can't be helped. You can't help them. That's what they believe. Whatever. You just focus about being happy of yourself and don't worry about them because that is their problem. Okay? You live your life, be happy. That's all that matters. All right? So, anyways, I thought that was cool that they have finally brought a gay character in the movie because that's life, guys. That there's gay people in life in the world, no matter what. You cannot deny that. And like I said, you can't blame the life and movies for showing this just because you're not educated on how to teach your children how to, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, Mom, what is that? You're not gonna know what to say. Most probably you're gonna be like, that's something, blah, 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 something negative, right? Because you don't know how to educate. You're not educated. That's plain simple. It's not my problem. That's yours. But anyways, let's move on because I could keep going on with that. But yeah, I thought this movie was terrific. It had a lot of neat stuff. What else? What else did it have? Oh, well, I don't know what else to say, but let's take a look at the questions that my oh my Lord in heaven. Oh my Lord in heaven, I have a lot of questions. How was it? It's good. My best friend, Bear. I'll tell him in a bit. All right, so let's see. So, Nicole, favorite Eternal. Who's my favorite Eternal? That's hard. Like I said, each and every character, Eternal, Eternal character. I loved Angelina Jolie. I loved it. I thought she was cool. I loved how she was able to overcome her mental breakdowns and remember her. I remember. I'm pretty sure they were a love couple. They were a couple. I loved how when we first meet him, he's wearing a shirt that says "Kiss the Cook." He was so cute. Um, oh, it was sad to see him go. But anyways, I loved Angelina Jolie, but I think what's her name? Mak Makiri Mak Makari. I loved her character. I loved how it's because I don't know. I have a thing for superheroes that could run super fast. And her character was so awesome, being able to. She said a lot of good things too, a lot of good points. Um, but she was super cool when, especially when she was beating the crap out of that other guy, and I was like, that was cool. I like that. I would love to have that kind of power. I thought she was my favorite, but then Athena would have to come second. Cersei, can we talk about her really quick? I got so annoyed when she knew at the very end, the final battle, when she knew what she had to do was to stop that celestial from emerging. I was like, okay, so she runs off right towards the volcano. Meanwhile, the other Eternals are trying to fight off and keep the other I Icaris distracted. Um, but she's still running up the volcano. I'm like, girl, by the time you get to that freaking volcano, I don't know how you're gonna get in there anyway. Seeing her keep running up there, I'm just like, that thing is already gonna emerge, and then boom, the world's already gonna be destroyed. I was like, can you hurry up? I don't know. I thought it took forever, but she made up for it. I think she was pretty. I liked her character. They were all my favorites. Selma Hayek, although I felt like it was. I thought she was killed off too soon, but they all served their purpose. Angelina Jolie. Let me talk about her really quick. I feel like, is it just me, or does it feel like they're not giving her a lot of lines now? I felt like in Maleficent 2, she didn't have that much to say. She was just there for show. Like, she was just there. And in this movie, she didn't come out that much. I didn't expect her to, but she didn't say that much either. But she still had her moment to shine and everything. So I was like, I don't know. I hope they give her more lines to say. If Since the Eternals will return, I hope in the next Eternals film, I hope she has more stuff to say. Because come on now, a lot of fans of Angelina Jolie, they want to hear her speak. Come on, speak more. But I did like her part though when she told Cersei, "There's a reason why Ajax chose you," and blah blah blah. I don't remember what else she said, and she tells her, "Get up, because you got shit to do." It's like I know that. I love that. I thought that was a good moment. Let me see. Let's go back to the questions. Um, Favorite power, speed, speed. I mean, they all have wonderful abilities, especially that the guy with technology. Oh, I loved it when he's all like, "Oh hell no," when he was trying to distract Icaris, Icaris, and he pinned him down with all his machines and everything with his power. And he's like, "Oh, I've been wanting to clip your wings for a very long time." I was like, "Yeah, you go, you put him down." He was so strong, very cool. Yay, he was so awesome. Do you know who the voice is at the end? Oh yeah, let's talk about the end credit scene. So I have no idea who Star Fox is, but when they mention the brother of Thanos, let's hold on. Let's talk about the end credit scenes, shall we? Now let's talk about the end credit scenes. When that end credit scenes happen and that leprechaun came in, I'm like, the fuck? Who the heck is this Lucky Charms dude? Or like, who's that? I thought I was expecting like Doctor Strange or somebody, but then I was like, what the hell is this? I have no idea who it was. But then when he was announcing the real star, I don't know because I know a lot of people when he came out, the character Star Fox, people were like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Who's that?" Yeah, it's like I don't know who he is. I thinking Star Fox from Nintendo. The Star Fox crew's coming out. I'm so sure. but they call him Star Fox. I have no idea who the character is. I have no idea who he is. But I'm looking forward to learning about him because when the little leprechaun was announcing who he was, blah 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 blah, the brother of Thanos. I'm like, brother? Thanos has a brother? I remember I heard about something about Thanos has a son, and I think they said they're gonna bring him into the MCU universe. I was like, oh boy, now that's his brother. So I turned to my mom. I was like, that's his brother? I don't I don't see the family resemblance. Like, isn't he also supposed to look purple too? But I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. Like I said, I have no idea who he is, Star Fox, but I'm looking forward to getting to know him. Woo! So it's exciting. It's exciting. So I was like, brother of Thanos, okay, bring it on. And he's gonna help the 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 rest of the team members who are gonna go out to look for the other Eternal members from other different planets. Um, he was going to help them find go rescue their friends because the rest of their teammates that stayed in the planet Earth got taken away by that big giant red guy. And I guess when he said that, you rebelled, you did what you did, you made a decision, so I'm going to take you with me and see your memories to see if your decision was worth it, to see if these humans are worth saving. So I'm like, oh, okay. I thought they were going to try to end up fighting him. Maybe, I don't know. But I guess he's going to see their memories. And like he said, and I shall return. I'll bring you back. We'll return for judgment. And I'm like, ooh, well, I hope they have a lot of good memories for these humans, because otherwise, who knows what he's going to do. But I was like, okay, so he's gonna take a look at their memories to see if these humans are worth saving. We'll see. Let's see. What do you think of Eros? Who's Eros? Oh yeah, no, wait, before we get to that, hold on. And then the other end credit scene when what's her name? Cersei. When her boyfriend was when he mentioned at the very end when he's like, I still love you for who you are. And I'm like, oh. But then he's like, you know how you said that we wouldn't be keeping secrets from each other? And Cersei's like, I have no more secrets to tell you. And he's like, oh, I do. You see, I have a complicated family history. And I'm just like, like, okay, what's up with you now, huh? Are you also an Eternal? And then she got taken away. And I was like, oh. And then when they ended, I'm like, what's his secret? I'm like, don't do that. And then they showed it in the second end credit scenes. Um, when he's like nervous, like trying to when he was gonna open the box, and he's like, no, 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 and I'm like, oh come on now, don't end it like that. What I was thinking is that he was gonna open it, but we were not gonna see what was inside. I was like, don't do that to us, Marvel. No, but you see what's inside the box. It's like a sword with bandages. I'm like, I don't know who you are. I don't know who he is, guys. I have no idea. Maybe some of you might know who he is. Please do explain it to me in the comments. I would like to read about it. Or maybe I don't. In a way, I want to know, but at the same time, like, I want to see for myself later on in the other future Marvel films. I was actually thinking it was going to be like a post end credit scene about Spider-Man, the upcoming Spider-Man movie, but no, it's about him. So I have no idea who he is. And then all of a sudden, when he was touching the sword, you see like some ripple or liquid. It was coming towards him. And then there was something on the when he opened the box, there was like a description that said something there. I don't know, I couldn't see that well what it said. Um, but he said something about please forgive me. But then you hear a voice that tells him, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Whatever his name was, and I'm like, was that Doctor Strange? I don't know if that was Doctor Strange, but it did sound like it. But it sounded a little bit different. So I have no idea who that was. I have no idea who that was. I'm thinking it was Doctor Strange, but who knows? So yeah, that was my thoughts about the end credit scenes. What do you think of Eros? Eros. Who's Eros? Let me see. Who's Eros? Who's Eros? It doesn't even say here. I need to tell her. Who's Eros? Who's Eros? And then last question. Do you think they made the right choice about emergence? About the emergence? I don't know what the hell that is. What the hell? What's the emergence? Oh my god, a lot of people are like, you don't know what it is. Oh my god. Calm down, okay? I'm not that familiar with a lot of these Marvel characters, okay? Just calm down. That's more exciting for me because since I don't know what that is, I'm excited to know to learn about it. I like surprises. I like getting to know what's gonna happen. Like the Eternals. I had no idea who they were, but seeing this movie, I fell in love with them. I fell in love with the story, and now I want to know more about them and then what's to come. Ah, so much to look forward to. Is there any more questions? I think that was it. That's it, guys. It was damn. It's like a 45-minute review. So yeah, if you watch the whole video, if you're still here listening to my talking, geeking about the movie, and you're still watching, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. I want to know the same questions. Who was your favorite Eternal? Did you, what power would you like? Did you know? Oh yeah, who did you think do you know who the voice was at the end of the uh at the end credit scene? And what was your favorite movie? What was your favorite parts in the movie? The highlights and everything. And are you looking forward to Star Fox? I thought that was Adam Warlock, but no, that's a different, totally different actor. But yeah, I want to know who he is. So much to look forward to. Ooh, this I love Marvel. I think they're doing a very good job, and I hope they continue to do a good job. Now we look forward to Spider-Man No Way Home. I really hope they do a good job with that one because it seems like they're gonna put so much into it. I hope they have enough time. I just hope for the best. So, will I do a review video about that? Most probably. Sorry, most probably. So you guys will see soon. So yeah, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and yeah, leave your comments, and I'll see you all next time. Go see the movie. Go see the movie if you haven't seen it yet, and you're like you're just oh good, I need to update. And you haven't seen it yet and you're watching all these spoilers, still give it a shot, guys. Support the movie. It was terrific. You will not be disappointed. I hope you won't, because it was just so entertaining. It was funny. You could see there was a lot of love and heart to it, like I said. So it's just like any other Marvel film. You you can't help but to fall in love with these characters, and you want to know learn more about them. So good job, especially to the director. What's the name of the director who directed this film? If I'm not mistaken, overview. Very good job to the director. Let me see. Directed by Chloe. Chloe. Oh, Chloe, you did a fantastic job. Very good job. Stunning effects, stunning atmosphere, stunning everything. I loved. I hope she continues to direct Eternals 2. Keep her. Keep her, Marvel. Keep her because it seems like she knows what she's doing, and I think she's already like, she's the one who brought these characters to life, or especially the actors and actresses, everybody who worked on this film. Bring them all back for Eternals too, because they know what they're doing. They know about these characters, about this story, and I think they'll know what to do in the next film. Hopefully, hopefully. All right, all right. So yeah, thank you once again. I'm gonna stop now. That's enough talking. It's only gonna be 50 minutes. Leaders, everybody. Mwah.